Welcome to my country and welcome to Paraguay. Today the stage goes from Asunción to Resistencia. Hope you enjoy it. Welcome to Dakar 2017, the first major international sporting event of the year. And already on stage one, the famous rally raid has proven it's not going to be an easy ride, even for the big guns. The Odyssey is well and truly underway. The sun was shining in Paraguay on New Year's Day as the 2017 Dakar Rally competitors were officially presented ahead of today's opening stage. All in all, 318 vehicles will undertake the arduous 12-day journey between Asunción and Buenos Aires by the soaring heights of the Bolivian plateau.
Gracias, Paraguay. Muchas gracias.
The 144 bikes, 37 quads, 87 cars including 10 SSVs and 50 trucks will clock up almost 9,000 kilometers, including around 4,000 kilometers of specials, as they look to make it through to the Argentine capital all in one piece. As night fell over Asunción, the riders were given a warm welcome by the President of Paraguay, Horacio Cartes. He was joined by his Bolivian counterpart, Evo Morales. The rain is certainly not enough to dampen the competitors' spirits as they prepare for the adventure of a lifetime.
Paraguay welcomes the Dakar with its outstanding landscapes, but it's also home to one of the most spectacular rallies in the world, the Trans-Chaco. It all started in 1971, inspired by the famous safari rally in Africa. American Philip Bell decided to adapt the event to Paraguay. The idea, a race over several stages in extreme conditions, hostile terrain in very hot temperatures. Part of the Paraguayan Rally Championship, the Trans-Chaco has since then become one of the biggest races on South American soil. Thousands gather along the paths to watch the cars zoom by.
Previously in the bikes, Toby Price was the toast of the Dakar, and the Aussies now keen to double up for KTM.
We're ready to go in and go to battle again and hopefully try and come out on top.
After victories in Abu Dhabi and Morocco, Price has been training hard for the 2017 rally, along with his teammates and potential rivals, Sam Sunderland and Matthias Faulkner. But there are plenty of riders looking to end KTM's dominance, starting with Stefan Svitko and Pablo Quintanilla, the men who completed the podium last year. Adrian van Beveren will be one to watch for Yamaha, or even without Kevin Benavides, Honda have a formidable lineup. The highly experienced Joan Barreira and Paulo Gonçalves will spearhead their challenge. I would say that there are at least 7 or 8 riders who are in contention for the overall victory. It should be quite the battle. Dakar 2017's opening stage, Asunción to Resistencia, is a blast around the southeastern corner of Paraguay. At just 39 kilometers, it's the shortest test of the entire rally, but it's a tricky and narrow technical stage with plenty of water and greenery. Well, Asunción held its breath in the final moments before racing got underway. After crossing the finish line, there would be a long liaison section into Argentina and to the first bivouac. At 8:24 a.m, Toby Price officially kicked off the 2017 Dakar as he tackled the day's short special. The defending champion happy to cruise along in this opening act. He eventually finished down in 17th, 1 minute and 25 seconds off the pace.
All in all, look, yeah, we just got through that bit and was all nice and smooth, and yeah, being the first one on and being the first day, everyone gets excited, and it was right near the track and a bit of wildlife, so just nice and easy, and we're through day one so far.
For the men who finished just behind Price on the podium last year, Stefan Svitko and Pablo Quintanilla also made it through with no issues. The Slovakian coming in at 14th, and the Chilean Quintanilla, who's carrying the hopes of South America, just ahead of him in 12th place. However, Joan Barreda showed that even the best riders can be caught out on the Dakar. The Honda man making a splash here, but he did manage to recover and finish the stage in 7th place. Well, it was a short stage, but in the end pretty tricky. I ended up in a big puddle and the engine stopped briefly. I lost around a minute, but thankfully I managed to get going again, and I have to say that I was lucky to finish the stage. Well, there's certainly plenty of hidden dangers for the riders after rainfall in the Chaco region. Frenchman Adrien Metsch was one of those who wasn't so lucky. Number 26 taking a tumble there in a puddle. He eventually lost a lot of time on this stage.
Ven, ayuda.
Well, there was a series of bumps and there were puddles in the first one, and probably came in a bit too quickly on the third where there was a lot of water. I stopped and I fell in, and then the bike was just full of water.
Je suis tombé dans l'eau et la moto elle s'est remplie d'eau, donc
Well, Michael Metsch certainly had a better day than his brother Adrian. He came in at 4th place. Ricky Brabec could well be a rider to watch in 2017. The American, who came in 9th in his maiden Dakar last year, put in an impressive shift for Honda and took 3rd.
How do I feel? Well, the stage is only 38 kilometers and there's about 9,400 left, so I feel pretty good, you know.
Catalan rider Joan Pedrero looks set to take his 2nd Dakar stage victory. In the end, he would have to settle for 2nd by a margin of just 2 seconds. The day's winner, rider number 23, Xavier de Sultre, 13th in 2015. The Frenchman, who also happens to be a Viscount, navigated the short technical special in style, securing his first ever Dakar stage win. It's great, it's fantastic. This is the toughest race in the world, but there is still a long way to go. So de Sultre, the day's winner then, pending an investigation for speeding in the road section. He has a 2-second advantage over Pedrero. Brabec, Metsch and Gonçalves all within 30 seconds. Reigning champion Price at 1 minute and 25 seconds back in 17th place. Well, there was a muddy start for the quads, and that was putting it mildly. In the end, it was a great day for Marcelo Medeiros, the Brazilian simply in a league of his own, claiming his first Dakar victory by more than a minute. But the Dakar can also be cruel, as quad number 260, Sebastian Sude, was to discover. The Frenchman injured himself at the start of the first stage, sustaining what turned out to be a broken wrist. An agonising start for Soudet, who was already forced to retire in 2015 and in 2016. Not comforted by his fellow competitors, he was insistent that it's not game over just yet. I won't stop. I won't stop. He's the new wonder kid of French rally raid. For his second Dakar, 25-year-old Adrien van Beveren is one of the leading riders of the Yamaha factory team.
I ride my bike because I love it, because I have a real passion for bikes. It became my job today, and that's great. I'm very proud, but it all started because of passion. That wheeling, people talk to me about it almost every day. The helicopter was there was a nice bump, the bike went on its rear wheel, and I kept the wheeling and watched the helicopter. It was supernatural, and that's how I see my way of riding.
For his first Dakar, Van Beveren was indeed spectacular, but also very efficient for a newcomer on the Dakar.
When I was 15, I knew it was something that I wanted to do in my career. I didn't think it would come so early. When I was offered to do it, I felt I was really ready for it.
En fait, quand on m'en a parlé, je me suis senti capable.
That sixth place best French rider opened quite a few doors. It also gave me confidence to win the Enduro du Touquet just after, really added to it. I work a lot for that. I work hard to be good, to become the best, and it's just great when it pays off.
Et puis c'est génial quand ça paie comme l'an dernier.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm on the right path. It's working out rather well up until now. But it doesn't mean I'm coming for a walk in the park. But if I feel that I have to slow down and avoid taking risks, and that those risks have to be taken to win, then I won't take them this year.
Van Beveren, a man that many are already comparing to former Yamaha legend Stefan Petterhansel.
Previously on cars, since last year the chasing pack have put in the hours testing. Toyota have strengthened their challenge, enlisting two-time Dakar winner Nasser Al-Attiyah to join Giniel de Villiers and Nani Roma on a mission to seal a first win for the Japanese manufacturer.
Really, I enjoy a lot with the Toyota. It's a great car and we try to win Dakar for first time.
Al-Attiyah's former team, Mini, have also been preparing hard in the desert. Their campaign spearheaded by flying Finn Mikko Hirvonen.
You want to go there and you want to do well and fight for the win.
But can they challenge the formidable Peugeot team, whose drivers boast 18 Dakar wins in total, 11 World Rally Championships, and of course, Mr. Dakar himself, Stefan Petterhansel. For 25 years, every year I set off to try and win, that's for sure. How different will the 2017 podium look to last year's?
The J come up.